Bradley, I've seen BatchGeo map listed in the branded asset service from Semantic Links. Can you tell me what this is for? Thanks in advance. Yeah, BatchGeo maps are great. They're a way to kind of push geographic relevance into the Google business profile, into the website, but to the local entity, the local brand, essentially. I've been using them for probably three years now, maybe 3.5 years, something like that. It's a great source of adding additional location relevance, and because they're high authority properties, you can use them for link building as a link building target. But typically, what I'll do is, and we build a few links to them too, but then we also like to embed that in the ID page. If you have an ID page, embed it into there, because then the ID page becomes a primary link building target. In fact, I have replaced in our link building process and everything else, the Google Business website with the ID page. And the BatchGeo map, when you have one, should be embedded into the ID page. And then we build a ton of links to the BatchGeo map. So let me just give you an example. Here's one for a tree service project for Genesis Tree Service Leesburg. And this is what it looks like. Okay. It's a map, and you'll see that this is using, now what sucks about this is I had this one created linking to the Google Business website instead of, and that's going away, which sucks. But typically so I don't recommend linking to the Google Business website anymore. They're going away. But linking to the money site, so the self-hosted site, and then also the Google Map URL, the CID map URL. This is one of those rare instances where I say it's okay to link to the Google CID map URL. And I know that I'm going to get the question, well, why do you say not to link to the CID map URL? This is the CID map URL, guys. Let me copy the link address. And oh yeah, I did want to talk about something else. I'll bring this up in just a minute. Let me finish this thought. I wanted to show you guys about the Bradley's question bot. It's freaking fabulous. I'm going to show that to you in a minute. But anyway, the CID map URL is this one, guys. This is the company ID right here, right? The CID equals company ID. So this is a link that's important in some cases to reference or to link to, more about referencing than even linking to it. But some of the key places where I recommend linking to this specific version of the URL. This is when you go visit this URL, it just expands to it's just the Google Business Profile map URL, but you'll see that you're not going to really see it, but that CID map is going to convert. When the page fully loads, it turns into that really long, ugly URL. So the CID map URL, so that's this company ID over here, right? That's what we were just looking at. That's important in a couple of places to reference it in same as scheme, or excuse me, has map schema. So if you're talking about local business schema, you can add the has map attribute, and then you reference that CID map URL, which is what I prefer to do because of the company ID. So it's a machine readable company ID. So that's why I like to reference it there. The ID page, you can also have a hypertext links to it, usually with a brand anchor. And then previously, when we recommended optimizing the Google Business websites, which we shouldn't bother doing anymore, but also referencing it there because, again, it's a Google property. So that's about it. Like from that, and then occasionally you can build an anchor text link to it. But why I recommend not building a lot of links, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Not building a lot of links to the CID map URL is because nobody even knows how to get these links except for SEOs. Think about it. So building a lot of links to this is not usually smart because it can raise a red flag, and to Google that you're an SEO trying to manipulate map search. So that's why I recommend being very kind of sparing with it. But this is one of those cases where I recommend using the CID map URL, which is what that was linked to there. And you'll see that each one of these links here is also down here. These are all linking to the CID map URL as well. And it's creating kind of a co-citation or an association with this other data. That's what this is doing. So essentially, this is using the brand name as the anchor text here in this case, and then down here it's a keyword, and that's linking to the CID map URL. But then it's also referencing, and it's got a link to the specific location underneath of that. So, and you see excuse me, if I don't know why that did that. Let me back this up and try that again. If we click on Leesburg, Virginia, open link, you'll see that it goes to Leesburg, Virginia. And so it's about creating co-citation, which is having links that provide relevance in close proximity to each other, if that's clear. And it also just pushes the geographic kind of signals because of it builds out these, like points of interest or whatever that are in adjacent areas, towns, etc., that are around the target location, if that's clear. And so it's just a really good high authority property that can build that we like to use to kind of help maps ranking. Again, I don't recommend linking to the Google Business website. You want to link to the CID map URL and the money site, the location landing page. That's the URL linked to from the Google Business Profile. So in that map that I was just showing here, that's whatever URL is linked to from here. That's what you want to link to in the BatchGeo map. And just an example real quick, like I'll just show you, this is one that, again, has not had really any links built to it, the Genesis Tree Service Leesburg one. It comes up on page 2 for a brand search. That's not great, but I haven't built a lot of links to this one specifically. If you could take a look at that map right here, you can see there's only been 2 links built to it. And that's, again, because what we do now is we build links to the ID page in all tier 1 links for local projects. We do an anchor text link to the money site or one of the pages on the money site, an anchor text link to the ID page, and then a Google Map embed. And so the BatchGeo map should be embedded into the ID page, and then we build a lot of links to the ID page, which will flow through that kind of BatchGeo map. So that's kind of what the BatchGeo maps are. That is a product that is included in the branded assets inside Semantic Links dashboard, as well as I just recently added a new one-off product for what I call a BatchGeo map stack, which is the BatchGeo map, the cloud page that comes with it. There's about 100 Google Maps citations, so that's Google My Maps citations, and then there's also two niche edits, either topical niche edits or geo niche edits, or one of each, if we have the geographic blogs available that are relevant to that location. So again, those are just kind of products that are available because we've been including BatchGeo maps as part of the branded asset service, which is a group of branded assets starting with the ID page, but also including the BatchGeo map. And this has been one of those things that have been included in all of our services for over 2 years now. And I finally pulled that out to make that a standalone one-off to be up for people to purchase, if that's clear. So anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate what this is for, why we use it. It's pretty powerful. It's just another one of what I call a primary branded asset. So we include this in every project that I manage, either for link building clients or even for my own local SEO clients. We just include a BatchGeo map with everything. So hopefully that's clear.